My house just got hit by lightning. What are the chances that it's gonna be hit twice in one evening, right? Hello and welcome to another video. It's been a while that I made something here on this channel, so I thought it's time to talk about some crypto again. And today we're gonna talk about MINA, specifically my issues with it. Now, ultimately, I would say I'm bullish on MINA. And more importantly, I would say that none of this is financial advice and you should make your own decisions. I'm just telling you my life story or something. In any case, so I invested in MINA basically on day one, somewhere literally up here. My upper limit was $6. And anyhow, then I watched it, go down, go down, go down. Until somewhere here where I started to buy again under the $2 mark, started to buy again, buy some more. And then here I was like, oh, okay, let's wait because it's gonna come down further, which it didn't. And here we are at $1.73 right now, which could still be cheap or ridiculously expensive in case MINA ever drops to zero, which can happen. Can happen with all cryptocurrencies, but some are more likely than others. Anyhow, that's not what I want. I don't want to discuss price right now. I want to discuss token monopolies. See, here's the thing. I mean, yesterday I managed to get the MINA app on my ledger, which is pretty cool. Now I have a wallet that is protected by the private key on my ledger, which I found super cool. But the whole process got me into looking at the MINA Explorer, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's not bad for, it does what it needs to do. And I also stake to the MINA Explorer now, which is also cool. I mean, into epochs, but whatever. Anyhow, here we already see some interesting stuff. For instance, the total circulating supply, so the liquid tokens that are in MINA ledgers. And, we can see what's happening on the blocks and everything and look at the accounts. So let's do that. Let's look at the accounts. Let's look at the MINA ledger and see the top 10 here. So this is sorted by total amount. As you can see, this is quite a lot of MINA. So we have 56 million tokens in this one wallet. And then we have 50 million tokens in this wallet. And then 22 million tokens in this wallet. Now, if we make a quick calculation, 56 plus 50 plus 22, that's 128. Now, as we said earlier, the total supply is 186 million. So we divide that by 186 and see that over two-thirds actually, of MINA tokens are in the top 3 addresses. And that's a little bit concerning to me as an investor, because I don't like whales like that. I don't want 2/3 of all tokens that are currently in supply to be held by 3 addresses. That's just don't have a good feeling with that. But as you can see on the right side here, they say they're locked. But are they? Let's have a look. Clicking on there, on the address. I mean, the current minimum balance is 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that only means that one of those MINAs is locked and the other 56,112 are available. So they're not locked. This is circulating supply. This is movable balance. This is liquid supply, or maybe not supply, but it's on the ledger. It's movable. Now this address doesn't seem to do much. The nonce says it just had 3 transactions outgoing, and we can see them here, and doesn't do much. But it still gives me a little bit of a weird feeling that there's just a way like that. Now, one could think, well, maybe that's a big exchange, but then, first of all, a big exchange would have transactions, and secondly, the big exchanges are here. We have Kraken here, we have OKX here, and they do exchange. They do transactions, as we can see. Gate Wallet, which I don't know if it's an exchange. Okay, so we're missing one. That's CoinList, where they did the community sale, I think it was called. And my expectation is that the second biggest wallet, this one, is actually owned by CoinList, even though they don't send out much, but they delegate to an address that has the name CoinList, and so they stake it with them. And so I'm assuming that that's CoinList's. So that I'm feeling good with. Like if the second biggest one is CoinList, then because that would mean that those are user funds and they're not owned by one single person. They're owned by one centralized exchange. Okay, but I can deal with that. Don't feel so good about the other one. Then this third one, that's actually locked. I had a look at that, and there most of it, like almost 20 million, is actually locked. So only 2 million of those coins are available, movable balance. It's hard to read them, but those are just 2 million here, right? So that is probably one of the seed investors or something. Not sure, pure speculation. Now I ask in the Discord where or who those whales are, and one person suggested it could be the MINA Foundation, but I don't think so, because if we have a look down here, O1 Labs owns a bunch of addresses with a bunch of tokens, and then the MINA Foundation, somewhere here in the back, here they have their addresses. So the biggest MINA Foundation address is here with a little less than 1 million, which, if we consider that they have 200, then still quite a lot. So that the MINA Foundation still has quite a lot, but not all of the 200 addresses or 200 plus that they have 1 million tokens. In fact, we can look further here, and there are still O1 Labs and MINA Foundation have quite a few addresses with quite some funds. But I'm also interested how you get the name in there. If somebody knows that, let me know. But yeah, then here we have some smaller ones, but what a 67. Those are owned by some random people, such as me. I wish I had 60k. But anyhow, so judging by the total circulating supply. Oh, and I also didn't show you this. Back to accounts again. The MINA Foundation accounts, even though they say they're locked, have the same kind of scheme with. Come on. Go there, please. I want to make a point. Let's try another one. Something went wrong. So apparently they're plotting against me. No, come on. MINA Block Explorer. There we go. So that's the same scheme with one token locked and the rest of the balance is basically free. So even though the MINA Foundation addresses seem to be locked, they're not, right? Unless I interpret something wrong in the block explorer, or it's wrongly implemented. I don't know, but I would trust the block explorer, the information that it gives me, and all of those locked MINA Foundation thingies. I would argue that they're not locked. They're far from locked. None of that is locked. Anyhow, I'm fine with the MINA Foundation having unlocked tokens. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with O1 Labs having unlocked tokens. I'm fine with CoinList and Kraken and all the exchanges having unlocked tokens. And I'm fine with whales having unlocked tokens. I'm not complaining. I'm just a little bit skeptical how one address can have 50 is still quite a lot. Yeah, so that kind of not worries me, but throws me a little bit off, because I just can't find out who. I mean, it's precisely the reason why I don't invest in Dogecoin, because there's one address holding, I don't know how, we could look it up, but anyway, a lot of the supply. That's why I don't like Dogecoin. And since I'm so bullish on MINA, I had to have a look at this and now get myself grounded again and be like, are we any better here, right? Are we? Whatever. Price does not respect reality anyway. This is something completely separate, as we can see in Dogecoin. And as long as the whale doesn't dump, we're basically fine. So yeah, we will see where this journey goes. Maybe this is a nice wee bounce. I'd be all for that, but I decided to take it a little bit slower with investing more in MINA. I'm fairly well invested, I would argue. So let's just let it ride for a bit and see where the journey brings us. If you want to have a tutorial on how you can get your MINA on a Ledger wallet, I can make that happen. Just let me know. It's not actually that hard. And still some issues. I can't use the what is it called? Chlor.io. That's the name. That was it. That was the name. So I can't. I can show my funds. I can like get the public key from my ledger and then display the wallet, but I can't make transactions, weirdly. Do you want to see it as well? Okay, fine. I'll show you. I'll generate the address, which always takes a while because the ledger always derives the address anew. So it never stores my private key. It always derives it, which, you know, for that little thing takes a bit of time. But then it's going to have my address and then I can log in with it. Cut. Okay. So when I now create a transaction in here, let's just for fun use that address from that whale because it's not going to work anyway. But if I create a transaction, you rich man person, let's be. Also, we don't ever need to make more than 0.01 MINA in fee because there are not that many transactions broadcasted to the network that it wouldn't accept it with a low fee. So boom. Oh, I need an amount, of course. Well, there you have 1 MINA. And then I get this uncaught error. Whoops, you didn't see that. Let me quickly hide here such that you can see this as well. There we go. That's the error I was talking about. So it can't invoke that method because transaction type is undefined. Don't know what that means. Maybe something is not installed properly or something. So in case anybody knows why that happens, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll try to figure it out myself, or just continue just using the command line and the offline function, and then put it in here, which is also convenient. You can just submit your transaction here in a nice JSON format. Yeah, so again, I think MINA is quite cool. I like what they're building. I like what they do. It's just this one way where I'm a bit skeptical about it. So yeah, in any case, let me know if you want to have more of a tutorial on that thing. We can do that. And otherwise, I see you in my next crypto video. Until then, bye bye.